Welcome back. Summer concert season is right around the corner, and if you're heading to some of the top festivals, you of course want to be cute and practical.
Oh yes, two very important things. Boot Barn is sharing some staples that are high fashion this festival season, and we all know that a good pair of boots are always in style. We welcome back our friend Aisha, who always looks stunning.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Thank you.
Yes, always. Okay, so you say it's all about personality and storytelling. What is trending this year?
4 trends we need to cover today. We have our coquette cowgirl, we have our vintage Americana, we have our Y2K Western, and last but not least, we have modern bohemian. And those are the 4 trends that we'll see at country concerts and festival.
Okay.
All right, and what will we find at Boot Barn that really helps us focus on these trends? Because you hear the word Boot Barn, you think it's just boots, so much more.
Totally. Everything from cowboy hats down to cowboy boots. So that includes belts and clothing and accessories.
Yes, jewelry, hats, everything, jeans. I mean, they really have it all. It's a little overwhelming, but they have got your back, stylists as well. Okay, so we wanted to give you guys some inspiration at home. So we have some models showcasing those 4 trends that Aisha was talking about. We're gonna take a step to our right and welcome in the models one by one. Come on in.
So this is Amau. She's in our coquette cowgirl, which really focuses on fusing Victorian Regency with the West. So in this look, we have our Show Me Your Moo dress with these corral cowboy boots. With this look, you want to think about ruffles and bows and lace and that hyper femininity. So something you can do at home that we did here is tie a ribbon on your cowboy boot. Add boot charms.
Yes.
Bows from the hair all the way down to the boots. I absolutely love that.
So this is look number 2 on Miss Sydney. She's in our modern bohemian aesthetic. So compared to previous years, it's all about fitted silhouettes. However, there's still a focus on organic fabrications and really light materials. So she has on our Cheyenne shirt, which is exclusive to Boot Barn, this Free People skirt, and Idlewind clutch and cowboy boots. Idlewind is Miranda Lambert's line that we've talked about before. And last but not least, we paired her in turquoise Paige Wallace jewelry.
Amazing. And that Idlewind is found at Boot Barn, just so you know.
Exclusively.
Exclusively, very good. Okay, model number 3.
So this is Miss Marilyn, and she's in our vintage Americana look. So this trend is all about subtle nuances of red, white, and blue. And of course, distressed denim.
Yes.
So we paired her in this originality top with this Free People skirt, Cheyenne belt, and corral cowboy boots. Look at these boots.
They're amazing. I love that the pan down from our director, it was like the big reveal. Those are incredible.
Yes, they're a statement for sure. And then last but not least, we put on this Wrangler red cowboy hat.
I also love that necklace.
Yes, she looks amazing. Idlewind, once again.
Yeah. Miranda Lambert, love her. Okay, last but not least.
So Y2K Western. This is something that Gen Z is really gravitating towards. Think Coyote Ugly meets modern day.
Oh, yes.
Yes, so we have on our Cheyenne leopard cowboy hat, Wonder West shirt, Idlewind skirt, and Azalea Wang cowboy boots. For this look, focus on studded rhinestone belts, low-rise jeans, lace-up leather pants, cheetah prints. So these are some of the themes that you'll be seeing.
Very edgy. Okay, take a step over here. Let's bring the rest of the models back in so we can just get a good look at all of them.
Yes, so animal print in, huh?
Animal print is huge this season.
Yes, never goes out.
Truly.
I also want to see the details in that purse. If you don't mind holding the clutch up. I mean, look at that work.
It
All
really
the
is.
tooling.
Amazing. Okay, so we got to talk about this because wearing new boots to a festival like CMA Fest is not a good idea. What is your pro tip on wearing in the boots before you go to the festival? Because that's like the biggest injury when it comes to CMA Fest.
Absolutely. So I would suggest first you want to, when you're purchasing your cowboy boots, you want to make sure you have the right fit. That's first and foremost. And then of course soft leathers. So if something is handcrafted or handmade, it's usually going to be more comfortable. Last but not least, what I would suggest is wear them before you head out into the streets, head out into the festival. A lot of times people will wear them with socks, like wet socks, even to stretch them out a little bit, and that helps.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting. Okay, good to know.
I have never heard that. We mentioned Miranda Lambert a moment ago, but I know you guys are always partnering up with some big country artists, and you have some exciting stuff on the plans this year.
Absolutely. So we are sponsoring Morgan Wallen's festival, Sand in My Boots, which happens in May. And of course, that's a continuation of a partnership with him. We've been working with him for about a year now. And then Riley Green, we just signed on a year-long tour sponsorship with him as well. So, and all of these artists that we partner with, whether it's Miranda Lambert, Brad Paisley even, Riley Green, Morgan Wallen, they all have their own collections as part of the greater presentation of our partnership.
Well, and speaking of partnerships and Riley Green, last year you guys hosted the Voiceless fashion show. It was absolutely stunning, but it had such meaning behind it. Explain, I think it's still on Hulu, possibly.
Yes, a few more weeks actually.
Awesome. Okay, why was that important for the company to kind of give back in this huge way?
Well, I think when you have a platform to partner with different country artists and really amplify this message, you should take the opportunity, right? So we wanted to give a voice to the voiceless. In this case, it was with Riley Green. We focused on veterans who the company itself is called Heroes and Horses, and they partner veterans with wild mustangs. So the Voiceless in this case, all the different charities that we partnered with, the through line was all different Mustang rescue organizations, whether the partnership was with veterans or young children that were going through difficult times.
I love that. Tell us a bit about the history of Boot Barn.
Yeah, so history. Boot Barn's been around for over 45 years. We have 400 stores. Wow. We're in 48 states. And we open about a store a week. So it's been growing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And by the way, we have 2 stores conveniently located right downtown. 2nd Avenue, Broadway, very good. Any other plans to open up here in Middle Tennessee?
We are constantly opening stores, not necessarily on Broadway specifically. However, yes, we are expanding in the state of Tennessee.
Awesome. Love to hear it.
Well,
Thank you.
Yeah, we're getting ready for CMA Fest. Do you advise folks
Yes.
come on now and check out what they want to get ahead of time?
Absolutely. Break in the boots now.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Ladies, you look stunning. Everyone, go shopping, invest in some classic pieces or something to add a little flair to your fit. You can find it all at bootbarn.com.